guys, welcome to yet another trailer analysis for the upcoming Star Wars The Force Awakens with Triple G and...
Super Scourge 300.
Oh! He had to delay in talking because he had to inhale his cigarette.
Yep.
Anyways, so this is the teaser 2, which, in my opinion, destroys the first trailer. This one is a million times better for it. I would say let's just watch through it real quick because it's only like 2 minutes long, a little bit less, and then we'll go through it and talk about what we see. Shall we do it? Here we go. I love the new Lucasfilm logo, by the way.
I know, it's good.
It's like chrome. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we get a world that looks like Tatooine, but it's actually not, and I'll explain that later. So some wrecked ships. I like that Star Destroyer in the background because it proves that it's kind of like a couple miles back.
Force is strong in my
So I could tell right away this is Luke Skywalker. And Darth Vader's mask.
My father has it.
R2, and then you got Luke's robotic hand.
Yep.
Which I got some shit to say about that later.
My sister.
I think he's giving that saber to a certain someone, and I'll mention that later as well.
You have that power too.
December 18th, but not quite Christmas. X-Wings.
X-Wings, yep.
That saber looks awesome. Woohoo! TIE Fighters look badass in this.
They do.
That guy looks amazing.
That does look amazing.
Whee! It's pretty cool to fly inside of it.
Yeah.
Chewie.
Yay!
Oh, the bit everyone shit their pants over.
Especially me.
I like how Chewie looks no different, but Han's got white hair. It's like Chewie makes Han look bad.
Well, Wookiees actually, they can age really old. Wookiees that can live up to 300 years old.
That probably explains it, yeah.
Yeah, so they age a lot slower than humans do. Anyway, so that absolutely looks amazing. So let's go through and just talk about every little bit we see through this.
Yep.
So starting with the Lucasfilm logo, some people were, asking why is this on here when Disney owns it? Well, people, just because George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney, does that mean Lucasfilm is gone?
Exactly. It's now
Like,
just
people
a
think,
branch.
oh, where's the Disney logo at? Mm.
Yeah.
Disney is publishing the movie, Lucasfilm is developing it.
Yep.
So get your facts right, people. I just wanted to say that real quick. Yeah, it looks a pretty cool logo. So this world right here, I could have sworn it was Tatooine. I was really certain it was because it looks just like it. But this is actually not Tatooine.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's been leaked that this is a planet called Jakka.
Okay.
And Jakka is actually Jabba the Hutt's father.
Oh, okay.
So this is apparently a planet where Jabba the Hutt's dad apparently overtook centuries ago, because if you guys don't know, Hutts live for an extremely long time too. So yeah, this is actually the planet called Jakka, which is, I believe, is a few parsecs away from Tatooine. But so that thing there in the middle of the field, it looks kind of like an AT-ST walker.
It does.
With, like, its head blown off. It just like it looks like you kind of just see the legs on it maybe, and then like you can't see the head piece. But if you really kind of take a close look at it, it kind of looks like. Actually, no, wait. No, dude, I took that back. That is actually an X-Wing. Look, if you take a closer look at it, that's an X-Wing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, you see the wings on each side, it's kind of slanted to the right, and then the front cockpit is, like, shoved in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an X-Wing. Holy shit.
I think primarily that's there, as well as the ship in the background, just to like further nail the point that this is 30 years after, like approximately 30 years after the Battle of Endor.
Yeah,
it's much. Just, this is the future.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, though, like, how this battle right here exactly went down. Because we know the Rebel Alliance and the Empire fought everywhere in the galaxy. So this is probably just one of those places we never got to see where, oh, there was this battle going on, but it was like in the background while all the other stuff was happening.
Yeah.
That's probably my guess. Yeah, I do quite like that Star Destroyer in the background there.
Yep.
They did a good job of making it kind of like fade out, because that's what shit that's like insanely huge look like when it's kind of far away.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool. Also, that speeder is what Daisy Ridley, who plays as Rey in this, was on that speeder bike on in the first trailer. Mm-hmm. So that's what she's on. I don't know if you can tell, but some people have really zoomed in on it so they can see it better. But yeah, that's what it is.
Sweet.
So tying it together, and then we get Darth Vader's helmet, which, I mean, obviously it was burnt, so it's going to look like this at the end of Episode 6. It was being burned, so it's pretty cool how it looks like, if you look at it, it's not on like Endor or anything. It looks like it's in a secured place.
It does,
like
actually.
they're keeping it.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder, why would they keep the helmet?
I don't know.
Wasn't the whole point to overcome like being evil, and just seeing that, when that helmet, like, since Anakin, is still around spiritually, wouldn't seeing that helmet, like, cause bad memories or something? Why not destroy it?
I don't know.
Maybe like after the Rebel Alliance left Endor and all the Ewoks are gone or something. I don't know. Maybe the Empire came by and was looking for, I don't know, scraps, and then came along this.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's keep it as a holy grail or something.
I don't know, historic value.
Maybe so. Keep history intact, probably. I don't know. Something like that. Then we have R2, and then I do want to say this is Luke with the hood.
Mm-hmm.
But I got some shit to say about that robotic hand.
Okay.
His hand in Episode 5 was human-ish. Now, what was kind of weird was that in Episode 6, when he was fighting, Jabba the Hutt's forces and everything, and that one guy shot a pistol into Luke's hand, but he could still use it. But for the rest of the movie, he wore like a glove to cover it. Mm-hmm. There's no glove on this, and it makes you wonder, like, the only reason I could think of why his hand looks different is maybe because after, his hand was shot, over time, I guess the hand started to not work as well, so he's like, well, these kind of suck, so let's just get a robotic hand?
Maybe.
But I don't know why you wouldn't want to get, like, a human hand that has, like, nerves on it and stuff.
Maybe it's literally just there in the trailer just to further nail the point that that's Luke.
Maybe so. But I mean, he could just wear that, black gloves, and it would kind of already be given away, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just wearing the hood is kind of a giveaway, too.
Yeah.
To be fair. And, the herded person being next to R2.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Colin were talking about this earlier, where I was talking to him earlier about this, where we thought it was kind of funny how in Episode 2, when Anakin got his arm cut off, and then he uses like a golden robotic arm to use his hand. And then in Episode 5, when Luke got his hand cut off, he used like an actual human-ish hand. And we thought it's hilarious how, like, that's like a giant leap in technology, basically.
Yeah.
And not everyone will not use the human hand to, like, if it's cut off.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. Prequels fucked up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you can tell here, that looks like a little kid, like, because that hand is really small.
Yeah.
And they're handing the lightsaber to someone that looks like they're a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
What I think is it's probably Princess Leia on the left, and that's Han Solo and Leia's son on the right.
Most likely.
Most likely that's the case,
Yeah.
but that's what I think it is. Because this is where Luke says, my sister has it too, and then you see a person giving her the lightsaber. That's you. That's probably what my guess is.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, if you take a closer look at it, the hand on the right, that doesn't look that much human, though. Like, at a certain lighting, it looks like a different color, and the fingernails are kind of greenish, so that could be...
I don't know, it's probably just the lighting.
Maybe.
And it could very well be their son. What was it, Jason Solo, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I just can't remember. It's been a while since I read the books. And then he says, you have that power too. I'm guessing it's most likely Han's and Leia's son.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely what he's talking about.
I have something to say on that later, actually.
On what?
On Han and Leia's son.
What about?
We'll just keep watching, and then I'll bring it up when we get there.
Okay. Well, this Christmas, but, they're generalizing it actually comes out December 18th. Whatever. So X-Wings, and these look freaking cool. Now, I'm trying to figure out what planet this is on. It looks like a planet that's that resembles Alderaan, but a buddy of mine says it could have been Naboo. I was like, huh?
It might
could
be. Yeah.
Maybe they're taking it back from the Empire, because for those of you that don't know, between episodes 3 and 4, when the Empire was taking over everything, Naboo was one of the first things they took over because the Emperor wanted to wipe out the Senate.
Yeah.
So maybe this is them like taking it back, or maybe they already did, and they're just fucking around in the X-wings while the guy in the X-wing is going woohoo.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who that is.
Oh, I don't know.
I have no. He was in the first teaser.
Yeah.
I don't know. His name hasn't been revealed, which sucks. But yeah, that looked pretty cool. Me and Colin agree that Broadsword looks very nice.
Yep.
Swoosh. So we get the new villain, Kylo Ren, which, if you guys don't know, is absolutely no one.
Apparently.
No one has any fucking clue who this person is.
Kylo Ren is completely original. Like, he hasn't existed before in any of the books or anything. Someone literally just pulled him out their ass. He's completely new. So, I feel like it's going to be someone, because it could very well just be a random person who just has some sort of hatred for the Jedi and just wants to kill them all. Or he's continuing the work of the Sith or whatever. He's clearly Sith, though, because his saber's red.
Yeah,
so,
and he has the Force, too.
Exactly. So, but as for who it is right now, no one fucking knows. He just came out of nowhere.
I still stand by my theory. For those of you that haven't seen it, I'll probably have a link below to it in the description for the first teaser analysis. I stand by my theory where I believe it's a guy that's been in cryo for thousands and thousands of years, and then so the Empire still exists, as you can see. There's stormtroopers everywhere. What I think is, after the Rebel Alliance, pretty much kicked the Empire's ass, the Empire was like, shit, we have to, pull out Plan B or whatever. And so they travel to this distant planet and they awake this guy. Which it was like this ancient Sith plan where, okay, like I bet you long ago where this guy was so powerful that they wanted to keep him in case, something in the future would go to shit. So they would have this guy handy just in case. So I'm guessing this guy is not only from the past, but he's going to be insanely powerful with the Force.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Yeah, I do like how he's original, but I really hope that in some way he is related to
what is going
the
on.
other characters. Yeah. And so we get Rey, Finn, and BB-8, which is all new people.
Yep.
So this is apparently taking place during a battle on Jakka, and from earlier in the trailer where we saw that speeder going past that Star Destroyer, I'm guessing Rey is like looking around for this guy on this planet, and then she finds him, and then later on we'll see that where she picks him up, and then they are running away from them, as you see here, and they fight Empire or something for a bit. But what do you think of the BB-8 design?
I don't know. I still prefer R2, but
Yeah.
I think, like we said in the initial teaser, the ball is meant for comedic purposes.
It really is.
Because that remember that shot, the side shot of him just rolling. Like, it's such a pace breaker in the old teaser. We laughed at it when we first saw it. It seems like it's just there for comedic relief, basically. I like it. It'll grow on me.
And I mean, Star Wars also kind of has to be kid friendly, so it's going to have a little bit of goofy stuff in there. That's what I think it's for.
Yeah.
So we get Kylo Ren using the Force, which looks pretty cool.
Now, on that shot, I'll bring up something of mine. Another theory that is floating around. It's actually a theory that's been floating around, but I've combined it with one of my own, and I think this could very well maybe be the case, and you might agree with me on this. As to the identity of who Kylo Ren is, I actually believe that it might be Jason Solo, Han Solo's son. And the reason I say that is because Han Solo and Leia had two children. They had Jason Solo, and then they had Leia Organa Solo. Their daughter joined the new Order of Jedi, and Jason Solo was Sith. In the books, he was Sith. And he was apparently killed by his sister, so they say. But it's very possible that Kylo Ren could very well be Jason Solo in disguise.
Maybe.
And it would make
So-
sense to what we said earlier about that kid, the shot of the kid, you know. Might be setting it up, maybe. Maybe. Just another theory.
Yeah. Who knows till we get to it. Makes me wonder, what's he using the Force on?
Fuck knows, yeah.
Yeah, who fuck knows. But I like the mask. I had some people say that it looks like Revan's mask. Which is cool because masks like that are actually pretty common.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, masks like these are crafted like in the early days of the Jedi, like when Jedi were like first, being created. That's why Revan's mask kind of resembles like this ancient, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which I mean, and I won't argue with your theory, but it still supports my theory with really ancient stuff.
Yeah.
That and the broadsword, because broadswords are always like medieval-ish.
Yeah.
And it's also rumored that the new lightsaber that Kylo Ren uses is called Broadsaber,
Yeah.
which is a pretty badass name. If they use that, I'll be very happy. But it's just a rumor, but it's probably going to be that, and if not, oh well. It's probably just going to be called something else. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. So we get the Stormtroopers, look pretty badass. I like their new masks, they look pretty awesome. Some people don't like them, which I'm like, I think they're awesome. Even their armor looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
And who do you think that guy is on the pedestal in the background? He just looks like a commander. It doesn't look like he's wearing a mask or anything.
Oh, I don't know. It's impossible to tell from here.
Yeah. But if you look kind of like to the right on that platform, those two really white-ish dudes, those look like snow troopers.
Do, actually.
Yeah, so they very well could be. And if you look at the background, it looks like a snowplane, like it's on Hoth.
Yeah.
So holy shit, did they take over Hoth?
Uh-huh.
Could be.
Could end up being that.
So we get Daisy Ridley, who's a newcomer. Never been. I don't think she's been in anything before. At least I don't think she has been.
I've never seen
replaces
it.
Rey. Just Rey. We don't know her last name yet, but her name's just Rey. I think for certain spoiler reasons, her last name hasn't been given out yet.
Yep.
I'm kind of wondering what exactly her backstory is or what role she plays. But I got a feeling she may just be like a random person.
Probably.
The TIE Fighters look pretty cool. I like how that one like flies through the clouds and you can see the cloud like rush away. And if you notice, the TIE Fighters look different. They look a bit darker.
Yeah.
So they look really cool. And so here, I'm going to say this now. I think John Boyega, who plays as Finn, I think Finn's in that TIE Fighter shooting all the Stormtroopers. And the reason why I think he's doing this is because, I'll go to next shot here. So see him wearing his Stormtrooper outfit. What I believe is he's actually part of the Empire, and he sees all this shit they're doing, so he's like, you know what, I'm done with you guys, so he betrays them all. So he probably gets into that TIE Fighter and then, starts shooting those dudes and tries to escape, and they go after him and chase him to Jakka, most likely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing.
That could be.
Now,
yeah.
I want to say this now, to anyone that gets pissed off when they see this guy black is an idiot, because frankly, they don't know anything about the actual Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
I'll mention the reason why, he looks black, and then there's a lot of other different races and species that are also part of the Empire. If you guys don't know, which most people don't for some reason, during the, after the Old Republic was destroyed and the Empire took over everything, Camino actually found out about this, so they were like, oh no, what have we created? We doomed the entire galaxy, so we have to make it right. So they created basically their own army to go after these guys, and this pissed off the Empire, so the Empire went to Camino, and they basically destroyed the Camino facility. The problem with that, though, is that they couldn't clone any more of themselves. So because of that, they just started recruiting people all over the galaxy that did want to help them. And that's why you don't see as many clone troopers as you do diverse people.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of the commanders, like in the original trilogy, were like those old dudes or whatever, and they have experience in wars. Some of them used to be in the Rebel Alliance and came over to the Empire. But yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
So that's why I got confused and people were getting mad when he's black, and I'm like, they all look different now.
Yeah.
They're supposed to. So moving on. So next shot, this looks pretty cool. We get that shuttle thing that looks like that was in that episode 3 what the Emperor was using. It looks pretty similar. and going over to a Star Destroyer looks a little bit different, actually.
It does, but maybe it's just that the visual effects leap from then and now. Maybe we're just seeing it wrong.
Maybe, but it is cool to see the change.
Yeah, it does look awesome.
I like it either way. I kind of like how it's not the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
I like the new stuff. So this guy looks fucking cool. I'm guessing he's probably like a commander of sorts.
Most likely.
Most likely. I like that cape and the chrome armor.
Yeah.
Even the gun just looks badass. He's like, you just take one look at this guy and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with him. I can't wait. Like, I hope that he'll kick some ass or something. Like, I have seen in some expanding the universe stuff where really experienced stormtroopers have like these forearm these forearm weapons where like they would glow and they could actually knock back lightsabers and like deflect them.
Okay.
Be cool if he had one of those and was able to hold his own against the Jedi. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So we get BB-8 and the Millennium Falcon. We get more Daisy Ridley. So this is the part I was mentioning to you where I think, she comes over here to rescue him because this is after Jaka basically betrays the Empire.
Yep.
It's going one of the two ways. Either Finn is part of the Empire and betrays them, or he was under disguise. I think it's a lot more understandable if he's part of the Empire and betrays them. That's what I'm guessing. And so we get this, which looks really cool. More shots on Jaka. So you see it flying, and they go into this, what it looks to be like a... what do you call that? It was in episode 4, like at the beginning, that small rebel ship.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Forgot what it's called, though.
Yeah.
Had like all those giant boosters in the back.
Fuck's sake.
I believe Darth Vader called it console ship or something like that.
You could always drop a screenshot. Or...
Whatever. Yeah, it's cool how it flies inside of it. And then we get this guy who looks a little bit different from that dude earlier.
Yeah.
Which I think these guys, I do like how they all look kind of different, where you can distinguish which ones are pilots, which ones are infantry, etc. That's pretty cool. Then it flies through and miss. That's a really good shot.
That is a good shot.
And then we cut to Mr. Harrison Ford and Chewie.
Sweet.
Which I like Chewie's crossbow there.
Same.
And he's wearing like the same Han Solo outfit too.
Pretty much. I think there's actually a rumor going around that Han Solo's going to die in this film. Apparently.
That'd be really depressing if you did.
And when I say that rumor, spoilers for people who might be watching, if this is in fact confirmed, because as of now it isn't. I don't think it is anyway. But apparently there is a certain scene in the movie where Han Solo is going... Apparently this is actually in the movie, but Han Solo is going to be hiding and he decides to kind of step out and reveal himself to Kylo Ren. And they have like a conversation or something. And Finn, Rey, Chewie, and BB-8 are running towards them, and then they all stop where they are because they, and I quote, they watch as Han Solo confronts Kylo Ren, and then Kylo Ren silences the conversation forever. Apparently. Don't quote me on that, but apparently that's what some of the reports are saying.
Yeah,
so this could very well be the end of Han Solo.
That'd be really depressing if it was, though. That would piss a lot of people off.
I know.
Oh, well. But yeah, so they're aboard the Millennium Falcon, and he says, Chewie, we're home. And I believe he says that because I really think that they were living, they were, a lot of people were being basically slaves by Jaka.
Yeah.
Who was taking over all these planets and stuff and enslaving people. And Han, as a kid, maybe, his family probably died when he was pretty young, so he started to become a mercenary. And then he was able to, and then he did some gambling. That's how he was able to escape Jaka. So this may be where he's originally from, of course.
Yeah.
So. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. But yeah. Pretty good theory so far. I definitely think this trailer gave us a lot of good stuff to talk about. I'm quite excited to see what else is going to be. These are only teasers too, so there's going to be official trailers, which I hope won't show a whole lot more. I kind of think they've shown enough.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go into the movie, seeing, oh, okay, some stuff's going down. I don't really know too much about it. That's kind of when I want to keep the same vibe. They don't reveal too much. Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, I was just about to say Terminator Genesis. I was just about to say that.
Holy shit.
Man.
If you guys, if you're watching this, please do not watch the second trailer for Terminator Genesis.
If you care
I know
at
you're
all,
itching to, just please don't.
If you care at all about spoilers and you want to see the movie for the first time, don't watch that trailer.
If you don't give a shit about spoilers, then go ahead. But
Yeah.
if you do, and you're a die-hard fan of the Terminator franchise, which I used to be until Terminator 3 came out, please don't watch the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not talking about that. But yes, this trailer looked really good, and I'm excited to see the official trailers. I am excited to see, Kylo Ren and really more of the story of what exactly is going to happen in this.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're setting up a lot of really interesting stuff, and really just feels like a lot of stuff's going to be at stake.
Yeah.
So I think J.J. Abrams is really trying to get this as...
He's trying to remain faithful to the original episodes. He's trying to make this a proper continuation, and so far it looks to be very close to the originals, but continuing on with like stuff that can expand on the universe, like Kylo Ren and shit like that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Which I imagine he probably can, because the Star Wars universe is so huge, he can probably easily do that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let us know what you think below in the comments. Like this video if you like the speculations, and go ahead and let us know if anything else you want to talk about, or if you missed anything, go ahead and mention below. And that's all for now. We will see you when the official trailer comes out. And as always, be sure to subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye!